Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Denver Broncos taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
KJ Hamler on the return.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Bridgewater. This is the tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
NFL Madden Week Season 192021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Devin Smith Showtime Sports in America.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Teddy Bridgewater with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady, but how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for over 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards his career early this season. He's still got it, and what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity.
The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 64 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
From the 31, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Brady's pass complete to Mike Evans.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Brady's throw there complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That catch good for only a couple. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment.
Matchup coming up next. Philadelphia Eagles 1-1, Dallas Cowboys 1-1.
And he's able to put it through. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Able to get this to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
This is Gordon on the dump off.
26-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Broncos.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really...
And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point.
NFL Madden League Season 192021 Week 3 matchup coming up next. Chicago Bears 1-1, Atlanta Falcons 0-2.
Together there, they go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on first down is Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Week 3 San Francisco 49ers 4-5 New York Giants 4-3 final.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend them.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike Evans of the Tampa offense about to set up shop. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 18.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Brady's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady on target there to Godwin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Brady to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. A good pickup there, a 22. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 yards on the pickup, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Buccaneers.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. A touchdown there for Le'Veon Bell. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Minutes to kick off for Denver.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
The ball carrier. The tackle made.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle by Draymond.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Brady now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
The ball carrier.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Jones. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
14.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater going underneath for Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon.
That's another Denver.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
At the 25-yard.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 30. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll go underneath with it, finding Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A gain of 12 brings up 2nd down. At the Bucs, 18 yards.
Bridgewater again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team,
and this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First by him near the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Again, it's Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 yards.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For the Buccaneers.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 1:08 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Bridgewater to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, the 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And incomplete here. So that will leave him with 16 on the clock.
Yards to go.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Week 3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3-1 Denver Broncos 2-8 final.